Welcome to the fourth episode of how to set goals and actually achieve them. The first thing is building consistency and habits, the final piece of this journey. When you are setting out any goals that you want to particularly achieve, you need the first thing is consistency. The one thing that separates the dreamers from the achievers. The people who reach their goals are not the one who work the hardest, but those who show up every single day, regardless of how they feel. So all you have to do is just show up fucking every single day. You don't need to rest. You don't need some kind of rest. You don't need breaks or anything. Work now and then rest at the end. That's it. So achieving anything meaningful isn't about one grand effort. It's about one tiny repetitive action that builds the momentum over time. When you build consistency in your life, you're no longer relying on motivation alone. You're creating a system that moves forward one step at a time. So when you are consistent, let's just say for example, you're consistent on posting videos every single day. You're consistent on working out in gym every single day, regardless of how you feel. So now you don't need motivation. You have created a system that you go to the gym every single day. That's the system. That's the habit. You have to go it because that's the system says. That's your lifestyle says. You go to sleep at night and then you wake up in the morning. That's what your system says. And that's how you do it. Exact same thing with the gym. You wake up, you go to gym. That's what system says. So that's how you build habits. You have to make them your lifestyle. So the things that we're going to discuss in today's episode are start small and start steady. Create a routine that suits you. Track your progress and adapt. Don't let one missed day hold you back or delay your trail. And then enjoy the process. So the first one, start small and steady. When you are building any sort of habits, start with small one. Let's say for example that you want to work maybe on a project that you want to complete. Maybe you want to work 4 hours a day or maybe 5 hours a day. It sounds tempting that you want to go all in just day one. That sounds exhausting, right? So start with just 15 minutes or maybe half an hour. You tell yourself that just half an hour I'm going to work on this particular project. Then maybe after a week, now you're working an hour on this. Maybe after 2 months or maybe 3 months, you're working 3 hours on this. That's a win, right? Consistency is about sustainability. It's better to take small step consistently than to exhaust yourself with a big step that you can't even maintain. Say for example that you want to accomplish this particular marathon and you are not David Goggins. Then you want to start small. You want to run first 100 mile, not 100 mile, let's just say 10 miles or maybe a single mile, then 5 miles, then 10 miles, then 20, 30, and then you start it like that and then you go forward. With consistency, you increase the intensity. You just don't increase the intensity all at once. You just don't run 100 miles. So small actions when build consistency. So it creates a ripple effect. With each step, no matter how small, it builds you towards something greater. So start small, start steady. Then all you have to do is create a routine. So routines are powerful because they remove all the need for decision making. So let's say for example, you wake up, you ask yourself, what should I do today? You don't have any routine, you don't have any to-do list or anything. Like what you have to do, you just ask yourself for 15 minutes or maybe half an hour or maybe for hour long. You just think about that maybe shall I write the script or maybe shall I record the video? Maybe shall I just think about this or think about that or work on this project or that project, or maybe shall I just go to sleep? An hour wasted, 2 hours wasted. Now you want to go to the gym. You went to the gym, you came back, you're exhausted. Now you don't want to work. So you need a routine. A routine tells you what you should be doing. It frees up your energy for the thing that truly matters. So when you craft a routine that fits your lifestyle, it's easier to stick with it. Over time, this routine becomes your second nature. It's no longer a struggle but a habit. It becomes a habit as you take it forward. You do it for a month, maybe 2 months, and then it becomes a habit. Then you follow the routine without even looking at it. You wake up, you do this, then you complete this, you do that, you go there, you come back, you do this, do that, complete this, boom, 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 and everything is just going too smooth because now it's a habit. It's not a struggle anymore. Point number 3, track your progress and adapt. So tracking your habits can keep you motivated. It's a visual reminder of your progress that you're making, and it lets you adapt about the things that aren't working. Let's say, for example, maybe you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, but for an hour you just procrastinate. You just don't want to work, you just scroll Instagram, you just check all the messages and everything. So you seem to know that, okay, maybe when I wake up at 3, I usually procrastinate. Even if I don't use my phone, I still don't want to work in the 3 a.m. in the morning. It takes me like an hour to just let my mind know that I am alive, I have woken up, or things like that. So basically, you have to track your progress and adapt as per the progress that you're making. Maybe you are more likely a night person. Maybe you work better at night. So wake up late in the morning and work more at the night. Or maybe you're a morning person. Sleep early, wake up ahead, wake up early, and then work more at that particular point of time. So consistency, as I said, it's about flexibility. It's not about rigidity. Sometimes adjustments are needed. As you grow, your habits can evolve with you. Your habits cannot stay the same right now and 6 months later. 6 months later, you'll genuinely have all of the different habits. Your habits will be changed. You will be outgrow yourself. You will outgrow yourself. And that is the reality of life. You have to change. You have to outgrow. You have to outperform your own self. Alright, so that gets to our next point, which is don't let one missed day derail you. We are all humans, right? We miss days, we slip up. Maybe, for example, if you are like someone too much disciplined, even if you are highly disciplined, you might have some kind of day. You might have some sort of routine or some sort of event in your day or in your life that will make you miss at least one day or maybe twice. It's just normal. It's just normal. Like, say for example, I've created a routine, or let's just say what shall I say it even? Discipline. Let's just call it a discipline that I'm gonna create every single day. I'm gonna be posting videos every single day for the next 6 months, and I'm allowed to miss 10 days. So this basically gives me a slight edge that I can miss 10 days. Not I want to miss 10 days, but I can miss 10 days. I might miss 10 days, but if I don't, that's great. But if I do, then it's acceptable. But not more than 10 days. So I know that in 6 months, I just can miss 10 days. So the things that I want to miss my days should be really, really high priority. Maybe someone died. I don't want anyone to die, but basically, if someone dies, then I'm allowed to take a break for the day. Maybe for the funerals or maybe for any of the things. I'm not being like too weird or something like that, but I'm just saying, like, this is the thing. This is how you have to create your mindset. This is a new pattern that you have to create in your head. Missing one day is just a bump in the road. Missing two can start a new pattern. So you have to understand, don't miss 2 days in a row. I've heard, I think Chris Williamson say this, that missing a single day is a mistake. Missing 2 days is start of a new habit. So don't miss 2 days in a row when you are performing any kind of habits. So when you focus on consistency, single day won't hold you back, but 2 days might. So the last thing that I want to mention up here is consistency isn't just about reaching your goals. It's about who you become along the way. When you find ways to enjoy the process, it's no longer a chore, it's a journey. The journey of consistency is the one of self-discovery. As you build these habits, you're building a character. A person who has discipline, a person who has resilience, a person who can say no to things. So you have to become that person first if you want to set goals and actually achieve them. Setting goals, everyone can set goals. But if you want to achieve them, you have to become somebody else. And how do you become somebody else? By self-discovery. By doing all of these things that aren't particularly enjoying, watching these kind of videos that aren't particularly like have flashy edits or animations, who are genuinely sounds really boring, but actually are really helpful. So you have to just build your character to the point that where you can actually look in the mirror and say, fuck, I am who and what I am. I am a disciplined guy. I can actually look in the mirror and say, fuck, I'm Akshat Patel. I am disciplined. I create videos every single day regardless of how I feel. I create courses every single day, and even I work on my YouTube channel. Apart from that, I work on my project because I am fucking disciplined. I don't miss a single day at training. That's what you should be able to say in the mirror without laughing at yourself. That's where the character is built. So, see you in the last one where we'll talk about all of the practical implementations and the workbooks that we have created for this course. So, there will be a fifth lesson also.